ultimate team. Tantalizing tag team wrestling dreams. In the podcast world, they're the kings and queens. Laughs and stories under the spotlight's gleam. Together they conquer the ultimate team.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Tantalizing Tony.
And the producer, Kara.
And we are the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast.
That was so weak.
You know what, though? It was on sync for a change, but whatever. Listen, what's up, everybody? So, Kara, good morning.
Good morning.
It is, we are recording this at
3
9
o'clock in the morning.
It is not 3 o'clock in the morning. It is 9. My glasses on. Hold on.
56.
I'm going to look for myself. I don't believe you. It is 9:56 in the morning on Saturday, the day after SmackDown, Philly, Wells Fargo. What'd you think?
What a show it's been.
What a show was.
When I walked into the building, I forgot that it was 3 hours. I had to mentally prepare for it. But it flew by.
It didn't feel like 3 hours to me at all. Well, maybe because I was arguing with somebody for an hour and a half of it. But yeah. Let's get, not you. We had some issues. Let's get into it. So, last night, well, first let's say this. Kira, do you ever think we'll ever see this again? No.
I don't think we need to see it again, honestly. They did what they needed to do. They had the WrestleMania moment, and that's that. They had some cute outfits on. They had a pretty good entrance. And honestly, can't even remember who they went up against at WrestleMania.
Wow.
That's how big their moment was.
Wasn't it Pure Fusion Collective? I don't remember either. I don't know either. True story. But look, I honestly wasn't into this in the beginning. And then I thought, you know what? This is good. First of all, let's, keep it 100. For little black girls everywhere, girls of color, to see 3 strong black women in the ring doing their thing was great. You, of course, as a black woman, loved it. Your sister, my daughter Jasmine, was big on this, and it did what it had to do. Correct?
Indeed, it did.
Indeed, but it's over.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Yeah,
and it's because of this.
Ay.
Jade Cargill, a couple months ago, was decimated, basically put through the windshield of a car window, and the big mystery was who did it?
Who done it?
Who done it? Who done did it? Who did it? Who done it?
No, that's the Disney thing. When they have Halloween episodes, it's always who done it.
Who done it, really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't watch Disney. I'm 145 years old.
Times 10.
Thanks. Anyway, so we always thought, well, at least I did, it was either Bianca or Naomi. I don't know what you felt about that.
No, of course I thought, they kept trying to push Liv and Raquel on us, but that was just way too obvious. And I think that was they were trying to make it obvious because Naomi was trying to cover herself. She was going along with the plan. They're like, oh, they're accusing them. Let me go along with it.
Oh.
So, the night that it happened, Bianca had a match and she left her match to go figure out what the heck happened.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi was there as well at the end of the ambulance and got yelled at by Bianca, her and Bailey, because I don't know, Bianca wanted to go in the ambulance by herself.
That's my friend.
It's just Bianca has a lot of emotional issues. A lot. She is breaking down every 5 seconds.
It may be frustration with Montez Ford not getting the push he deserves. Could be it. No? Sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I just went there.
No.
Okay. So we know that Jade was out. She was out for a few months, and no one missed her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jade, but
at Elimination Chamber, the pop that she got, I was in the building for that.
I feel like it was more of like they weren't excited to see her. They were excited to see what happened to her.
The reveal.
Yeah.
What was the reveal going to be?
Yeah.
I see.
It's all story. This is one of the biggest storylines in the women's roster right now, because I think obviously Rhea and Liv has ran its course.
I agree.
And so now we have this 3 women.
This 3-way dance.
It's very weird because even though Naomi revealed herself as the attacker, there's still, some conspiracy theories going around. Even when we went, or when we were supposed to go live last night, we were so sorry. We ended up doing a video instead. But after SmackDown, he went around and asked everybody what they thought of the show, and there were people like still conspiring against Bianca about everything that happened.
Wait a minute. What do you mean conspiring? And this is what happened when Jade came back at Elimination Chamber. She gave Naomi the business, literally beat the living crap out of her. And this is the first time I ever seen Jade look so intense in the WWE ring that she was believable. She looked like she was going to kill her. So
I would also like to mention.
What would you like to mention?
I love that these three women are working together because they have the best style ever. The outfits, the makeup, and the hair are always on point.
Why must you always
Jade
go?
Came back and she looked fantastic.
Why is everything about outfits and how they look? How about the actual?
I think the outfits is what's like part of the story as well, because they're all wearing black. Jade Cargill came back wearing black.
Yeah.
Naomi last night, or for the past few weeks, has been wearing all black. And Bianca last night came like she was going to a friggin' funeral. So I have no clue what is happening right now, but I feel like the clothing is part of the story. Okay, because she was wearing all white and now she's wearing all black. She's in mourning, obvious. I don't know what's going on, but I think it has something to do with the story.
Okay,
that was relevant.
Okay, no, I don't. Just so you know, I zoned out on that entire spiel.
That's nothing new.
Okay, so now that you've thrown this for Fashion Week in New York City, I'm gonna bring it back. See. Ding, bring it back. Naomi last night and SmackDown, her and Bianca in the ring together.
Yes, they were.
Now, you thought this was a great cinematic moment. You thought it was great acting.
I did. Ugh. Okay, let me just explain my thinking here. I was there live, and this is the first half of the show.
You were?
Where we were on the floor, and I was seeing everything, right? Well, not everything, but
we weren't seeing anything.
So when Bianca came out, she was yip yapping away. I was like, okay, what's going on? She sounded emotional. Okay, I was like, we're getting somewhere. Then she called out Naomi, and my entire reaction, I was just like watching a ping pong match. Like I was looking back and forth at the entrance and the ring, and it was just so much going on. So Naomi actually came out when Bianca called her out. So that was my first big whoa. Okay, she's going to confront this. Is happening right now. Okay, so Naomi came out trying to be besties and whatnot. She's like, you're my friend. I love being tagged. We need to focus on getting the tag titles back, trying to divert Bianca's brain. And then they start like arguing, talking over each other. And Bianca's like, no. When she grabbed Naomi, I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And then she said, did you do it or not? It's a yes or a no. Naomi, she dragged it out. Dramatic pause. She did it.
I did it for The Rock.
She said, I did it. Okay. And I think she said, I did it instead of yes on purpose for that moment. The Rikishi moment. So
definitely Rikishi moment.
Yeah.
And the name of this actual title of this is, did Rikishi put Naomi up to this?
Oh, well,
yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there, because I think Rikishi has something to do with this. He's very vocal on social media about Naomi, and he says she's the best black woman wrestler ever in the history of the business. Jacqueline,
I don't know anything.
Jazz, you know nothing. This is what I mean. It's why we can't get big time, because you know nothing about wrestling.
No, because Bianca's. I don't know. But yeah, so they had like this. I keep calling it an Oscar-worthy performance because
you are so off.
I'm so sorry, but the tears, the emotion, the cracks in the voice, the promos, there wasn't a nary a stutter in sight.
Oh my goodness! This is why me and you differ on so many things. I thought this was the most. I thought the payoff was good. I thought the actual baby and them talking to each other. I thought it was the most cringe-worthy moment I've ever seen these two involved in. I think that they set black women back 400 years. I'm joking about that. No, I'm only joking. No, I think they did a good job, right? I do.
Okay.
But how you're saying that this was cinema and they were so and they come on. This whole thing is a ruse.
I am the queen.
They're in on this together. Naomi and Bianca are in on this. Not one blow was thrown between the both of them. Neither one of them touched each other, arguing, screaming, and then Bianca, I don't even want to look at you, and walks away. And here comes Jade. This whole thing's a setup. Bianca set this thing up. You know who did it? Bianca did it. Bianca did it. But I digress. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm the queen of cringe detection, and I didn't see a lick of it. I know what's cringy and what's not.
That was.
I loved it. I think it was immaculate.
I couldn't
think
believe
it was like the best work that I've
seen.
You use
Naomi the word do. Immaculate an awful
I
lot.
Love that word. It's immaculate.
Immaculate is perfection.
No, it's not.
Immaculate means clean.
It was clean. But I think this segment was beautiful.
Ugh.
And I think, as you said, Bianca's got some. There's more to the story.
Hey Siri, what does immaculate mean?
That was so 10 minutes ago.
Immaculate means, especially if a person are their clothes perfectly clean, neat, or tidy.
Okay.
Clean, neat, tidy. So you're saying this segment was clean, neat, and tidy?
Yes.
This thing was messy, junky, and dirty.
I think there's more to the story that we're going to unravel.
Yeah, Bianca did it.
I know Bianca has her match against Io Sky at WrestleMania. I think this is building Naomi and Jade for WrestleMania, which I think is going to be a good match.
Bianca did it.
But I don't think that's the end of it at WrestleMania, though.
This is the Bianca heel turn. This is the Bianca heel turn coming. But we'll talk about that in another video. But the reason why I brought you here out of your bed this early, even though you're a lazy bum, you don't do anything for life.
I was up at 8 o'clock today.
Well, were you doing any content? Were you putting content up?
I was.
Please, you do nothing. We all know that back in the day, this man, Rikishi, hit Stone Cold Steve Austin with a car to take him out of the main event picture so that The Rock could flourish, so that The Rock could shine. He did it for The Rock. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. Mm-hmm. I think Rikishi, being that he is the father-in-law of Naomi, his son, Jimmy Uso, is married to Naomi. I think this guy did like a wicked and was whispering in her ear and said, you need to get yourself in the main event title picture, and this is how you do it. I think Bianca thinks she's pulling the strings, but it's really Naomi pulling the strings, letting Bianca think she's pulling the strings. Now, I do think Bianca put her up to the whole beating, but I think Naomi made her think that she did. This guy here, he's trying to, you think it's just convoluted, don't you? You think it's all confusing?
I'm confused.
I'm not confused. This guy here has been on social media since I can remember, putting his 2 cents in because he's Hall of Famer Rikishi. He can do that. I think Rikishi is the one who has put up Naomi into attacking Jade, putting the seed into Bianca's head so that she can get the world title from Tiffany. I think it all has to do with the title.
Unless
she did it for The Rock.
Yes, unless Naomi did it for The Rock. The Rock has been cutting a lot of deals lately, okay? He's a heel. He just turned John Cena heel. Naomi just turned heel. Perhaps, that he's in her family as well.
She did it for The Rock.
Perhaps
So
she did it for The Rock.
But if she did it for The Rock, that means Rikishi put her up to do it for The Rock. She did it.
They're all working for The Rock.
They're all working for The Rock.
I would say though, I'm not sure how I would. So you think Rikishi would be like on air?
I think they're going to bring him back on air at some point.
I
really
don't want it
because I'll tell you why. He's very vocal.
Yeah, I know.
And listen, you can't be a Hall of Famer and say bad things about the WWE unless they know you're saying it. There's parameters of what you can and cannot say as a WWE superstar. He has a Legends contract. He cannot badmouth the company unless he has permission to kayfabe it. So I do think that he will be they were trying to bring him back months ago, with the J. Jimmy storyline, and it didn't work out. So I do think this may even elevate Naomi to the next level. We may even see Rikishi back in as a manager to get her to that next level listen, let's be honest. There was a few things she said last night in the ring that were right.
Everything she said was right.
You turned on me, and they did turn on. The crowd has turned on. They have never given Naomi what she's done, her due. Let's think about this. She was a funkadactyl with Brodus Clay, one of the worst wrestlers in the history of the business.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, I say it out loud. I'm not afraid to say it. I can have my opinion, can I?
I just said, oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Brodus Clay, Funky's on around. That gimmick was terrible. I'm not saying him as a person. I'm saying Brodus Clay as Funky on around. The Funkasaurus, give me a break. That was a joke. And Naomi turned that crap into gold, then propelled herself to a single superstar, became women's champion. Whatever happened to Cameron? Where'd she go?
TikTok Live.
TikTok Live. She wouldn't even give us an interview. Where's she at? Exactly. Where Naomi's in the biggest stage of them all, former TNA world champion. Had great matches with Jordan Grace, remade herself after she left with Sasha Banks, and now she's back on top in a main event storyline.
Yes. I think we need to give Naomi a lot
of credit. I agree, but I do think Rikishi, being her father-in-law, gives her advice. I think she did it for Rikishi.
Okay.
She did it for the people.
Okay.
And she maybe did it for The Rock too.
I wouldn't want to see it per se.
Him on screen?
Yeah.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm trying to imagine it. Like, imagine him being Naomi's manager.
Why not?
And I know they have a good relation. Well, I don't know anything.
There
about
could
them.
be
They have
worse.
a good relationship, and I know that they're like family and whatnot. And I know Naomi like works with everything that she has and makes everything great. But I just can't see that working. I don't know how their personalities would match.
You never think anything. How do our personalities match?
Terribly.
Exactly, but we make it work, right?
Do we?
Well, you're here, still in
Am
my
I?
house, eating my food.
Am I?
I need money for Raw, by the way. Can you help me out?
No.
Well, I got to be the Raw.
I have to be at Raw.
Well, I guess we're going together, sitting on rafters. Are you going to Raw?
No.
We'll talk about it.
We don't have.
So, yeah. So, let me ask you this before we go.
Go ahead.
Okay, once again, I disagree with you on the whole cinematic magistry of Bianca and Naomi. I do think Jade has been more intense. I think this has elevated Jade to another level.
Yeah, I think she just needs to focus more on storyline
and not wrestling.
Yeah, not wrestling. Because we all know she wants to be an actress. She wants to go to Hollywood. So I think that's her strongest.
So focus on storylines.
WWE.
Keep the matches short and sweet, where she doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, it's giving John Cena.
John
Cena's. I mean, not
wow.
as far as greatness.
Wow.
But John Cena's not known for his wrestling, like his great wrestling.
But he can wrestle, believe it or not.
Okay.
Anyway.
So who can you compare that to? China?
That's tough.
I don't know. But yeah, stick to the storylines, Jade. You're doing great.
Okay. So my question to you is, do you think Rikishi put Naomi up to this? Is it possible, in storyline purposes, that Rikishi said, Naomi, do it for The Rock, do it for the family?
The final boss.
Maybe the final boss is whispering in Rikishi's ear.
The Rock hasn't dipped his toes into the women's industry in a while.
His daughter's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, but all he said was she was NXT's final boss.
Well, maybe.
And it kept it moving.
Maybe that's the way to move Ava Rain up to the main roster as well.
I think she's doing great over there.
Man, listen.
But I do not see Rikishi, being the mastermind behind all this. Do I think it's possible? Of course, anything is possible in WWE. They can make it work for sure. I just don't think it's going to happen.
All right.
There it is.
There it is. There's your take, and there's my take. And once again, I disagree with you. I once again think you have no knowledge of wrestling at all.
Well, that may be true.
It is true.
Okay.
Not to mention, I'm still blocked on Instagram, everybody.
Indeed, he is. It will stay that way till the end of time.
You are an idiot. All right, guys, listen. We have big announcements coming Friday for SmackDown.
Yes.
Barcelona. New channel information will be, you want to be here Friday night, the 14th, for our announcement, a big announcement.
Yes.
Any final thoughts on last night's segment of Bianca, Jade, and Naomi?
Naomi, Think you did great. Think you're always doing great, turning everything into wonderfulness.
So Naomi gets a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. That was immaculate.
I think that immaculate. I think that I love Bianca Belair, but I think her acting was.
Bianca, loved your acting. Thought you actually did pretty good. Didn't
Always think Bianca's good, but I just think the whole. I didn't buy it.
I bought it. I bought it.
She didn't trick me. She said she's the one. She wants to make sure Jade stays to the lower side so she can get that title, so she can turn on everybody. The heel turn, the Bianca heel turn is coming at WrestleMania.
Jade, I was thoroughly invested in what was going to happen with you, babe.
Jade, I will give Jade the. If you want to rate everybody, I think Jade was the greatest of that segment because she didn't have to talk. She just came there, kicked some butt, did her move, and there you go.
Yes. So all three ladies did great. I can't wait to see what they do next with the story. Can't wait for WrestleMania. All the matches will come to fruition. And yeah, we'll be here covering it all for the next 25 years.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This is the producer, Kira. My name is Tantalizing Tony. We are the Tantalizing
Tag Team. Oh, what?
I don't need your help. If you're going to do it right. We are the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. What are you doing?
It's the Pretty Deadly tag.
Oh, Pretty Deadly was great last night too. Anyway, guys, have fun. Enjoy your weekend, or whenever you watch this, enjoy your life. And do we do best? And that's, tell them, Kira.
Stay tantalizing.
What she said.